All right, Patriots versus Ravens. I'm doing this one unscripted because I totally missed that the Dolphins-Bengals game got flexed out and that Patriots-Ravens got flexed in. So I'm doing this totally unscripted, real short form. I'm just gonna run through it, make the drink, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. New format, might be doing this for the Week 18 games as well because those are gonna be short turns. So anyways, New England's representative for this matchup is the Cape Codder, AKA a Vodka Cranberry. Very simple on this one, you know, the Bogs, Cape Cod, New England, not much more to explain there. Baltimore's representative is the Orange Crush, classic sort of, you know, Baltimore, Maryland drink. There's a bit of like controversy and sort of like competing stories as to who actually created the Vodka Crush and which place really owns it. Like I think Ocean City has a claim to it. But for me personally, as someone who's lived in Baltimore, I feel pretty confident saying that the Orange Crush is a Baltimore drink. So that's their representative. The end result is our Cranberry Crush, which is going to consist of 2 ounces of vodka. We've got the comically large Vodka bottle here. We are just going to be building this drink in our highball glass. So no shaking required for this drink. Real low effort one. Whoop. Nice strong pour right there. 1 ounce of orange liqueur. In my case, I'm using Cointreau, but you certainly would not be out of place. You certainly wouldn't be out of place to use like a Grand Marnier or another cheaper orange liqueur. This is simply the bottle of orange liqueur that I have on hand, so it's the one that I am going to use in this. You can see this is going to be a relatively strong drink as we have filled up a good deal of the glass already with just our 2 alcoholic ingredients. Woo. Then we're gonna add 3 ounces of cranberry juice. So this is that, you know, Cape Codder coming in. A little cranberry juice classic. Add some color to this drink. Look at that. And then we're gonna top it off like one would an Orange Crush with some Sprite or lemon lime soda of your choice. For me, that is going to be Sprite. Please don't explode on me. I've been blessed by the carbonation gods today. Just topping that off. Wonderful. Quick stir just to make sure everybody kind of gets to know each other. And then I'm not just drinking a layered cocktail of vodka, orange liqueur, cranberry juice, and Sprite. But yeah, this is our Cranberry Crush made on short notice. Let's give it a try. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's definitely strong. But that orange liqueur, that Cointreau, very interesting with the cranberry juice. It's a very dry drink. Really one of those kind of like suck all the moisture out of your mouth types of drinks. I think it probably could have benefited from a little bit of like simple syrup. I think even just like half an ounce of simple syrup really probably would have helped this drink, would have given it, you know, just a little bit of sweetness to make it go down a little bit easier. But as is, it's certainly not bad. You know, this is a sort of classic highball designed to be easy drinking, nothing too complex going on here. Okay, after mixing it around a little bit more, definitely a bit more drinkable. And that orange and cranberry is a very kind of interesting flavor combo. It really does. This drink, this is kind of funny, and it's a bit late for it. But this drink really reminds me of a cranberry sauce that was at my Thanksgiving. Or technically, I guess it wasn't a cranberry sauce. It was more of like a cranberry slaw. But it had, you know, obviously cranberries and orange zest in it. And that's kind of exactly the flavor combo that we're getting here, of that sort of, you know, 2 very sharp but still very fruity flavors, kind of creating this very interesting contrast, pulling on each other, you know, because they're sharp in different ways. Quite a good drink, honestly. Like, especially for something that you saw how quickly this drink came together. You know, 0 effort, basically 0 tools, but with a lot of depth to it. It actually has a lot of character to it. I think because, you know, I love a good orange crush, but an orange crush is very committed to the orange part of it, right? Everything in terms of flavor notes. I guess the little splash of, you know, lemon lime soda isn't technically orange, but it's still very much in that citrus family. And so everything is kind of pointed in one direction. Whereas with this one, you know, you've got the sort of orange and the lemon lime, which are generally pointed in one direction. But then you've got the cranberry, which is kind of pointed in a similar yet different direction. And that creates a little bit of that contrast that you really like in drinks, and that really sort of adds some character to it. And actually, now that it's had a little bit of time to chill out, both mixed together but also chill out, I actually don't think it needs additional sweetness. I think it needs just to be colder, honestly. Like, I think that's the main thing, is that if this was served over like crushed ice instead, where you'll get a lot faster dilution and it'll chill a lot quicker, or if, you know, these ingredients, at least half of them, were significantly chilled. Right now, only our, you know, juice and our Sprite were chilled, and even then they weren't like super cold. I think that really is the key that makes this drink. I think it's a little bit undersweet if it's at room temperature, but once it gets some time to sort of chill and dilute just the smallest amount, that's when it really kind of comes into its element and it kind of balances itself out. All right, yeah, no simulation for this one probably, but I hope you enjoyed this quick little drink. I don't know if I'm even gonna release this as a long form video. This might literally just be a short form, you know, little short to go out to y'all, but yeah, that is our Cranberry Crush. All right, a little bonus at the end of this short video. Barring any crazy technical difficulties, I will be live streaming my reaction to this game on Sunday night. This will be my first time going live, so it might be a little bumpy to start, but if it goes well, I'll likely end up streaming most of the playoff games as well. So I hope you join me for that, and thank you for watching to the end of the video and making this such an incredible first season. Also, if you like these videos and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button. We are 10 subscribers away from 50, which is way more than I ever thought I'd hit when I started doing this silly little thing, just making drinks for fun. So thank you again. Stay curious, stay thirsty, and I'll see you in the next one.